Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Paratattva Chatushpathi Studio, Sri Mayapur Dham. So today we are excited to unfold a really important topic, subject matter from Vedic scriptures, which is Ayurveda. You know, like in modern days, we are in our busy schedule, we are doing different things in life, different goals and missions and visions. We are really busy in life. But health is something that really matters. If health calls you, if health wants to obstruct us, nothing can work. Everything just pauses or freezes or stops due to health issues. And guess what? We have Vedic scriptures which are supposed to talk and teach us about soul, about the transcendence, about the spiritual spirit realm, everything. But Vedic scriptures also teach us about our body, how to take care of our body. So today we have with us Her Grace Mother Gandhari, and she is really into it, Ayurveda. She is really passionate, really dedicated for Ayurvedic practice and lifestyle herself she is following. So something brief about Mataji. Mataji was born and brought up in East Africa. She was born in Kenya and brought up in Uganda, and then she moved to UK. There she got married and got her children there. For 10 years she stayed in UK. Then she shifted to Canada, stayed there for 30 years, and again moved back to UK, stayed 10 more years. Now, since last 4 years, she is in Mayapur Dham, and she is really has vast knowledge of different things and all kind of Vedic cultural things and Vedic scriptures. Talks about Ayurveda, immune system, how to boost our immune system, how to be healthy, how to stay fit and serve Krishna. So today we really appreciate Mataji's kindness and her compassion for us to share this knowledge on Ayurveda. Thank you, Mataji, for kindly agreeing to come here today. So, how are you feeling today?
Oh, thank you. I'm also very happy that finally I'm able to share this knowledge, and it's only through Srila Prabhupada's mercy. After I came to ISKCON, then I met so many devotees. I met a disciple of Jaipataka Maharaj, who is 7th generation Ayurvedic doctor.
7th generation?
Yeah.
Where is he from?
He was in Canada. He passed away.
Okay.
But he passed his knowledge, and he was my neighbor.
Wow.
And then I learned, because one time, this is like a really amazing, eye-opening thing. One time I had a very bad cold.
This is new for me also, this information.
Yeah. So I had a bad cold and cough, and I always believed in home remedies. We learned from our grandparents, grandmas, always use that. So I hardly go to the doctors. So this wasn't going. So I went to him, and he gave me one Ayurvedic herb, and he told me to use it with honey. As soon as I took it, I felt that the mucus was coming from my sinus, from my eyes, from my ears. I could feel it coming out like a pulling. And I thought, this is miracle. What's this? It's amazing. He's here. I never went to his classes. I better take his classes. So that product was Sitofaladi, right? And it works instantly. And then you just have to follow the rules of, not to drink for 1 or 2 hours.
Okay.
And that's how my real study started. But before that, I was studying various local Ayurvedic practitioners who were American, because they went to America, bring back Ayurveda to America, Canada, UK, like this, to revive it. Because you know what happened for 200 years, it was suppressed in India. You know that.
Yeah.
It was suppressed. Our Ayurvedic doctor were going with stethoscope showing that they are doctors, honestly.
Really
but
funny.
These doctors, Dr. David Frawley, Dr. Swoboda is from Canada, and also Dr. Vasant Lad, he's Indian, but he's in Florida.
Florida.
They came here, they transported it to America, And their books were so simple, like especially Dr. David Frohley.
Great, probably.
He made it so simple that it's easy to follow. And by the way, Dr. Frohley's got Bharat Ratna Award from India.
Wow.
And he lives here, and he's taken initiation, and he's following complete Vedic lifestyle. Same with all the Ayurvedic doctors that brought Ayurveda back there.
Amazing.
You know, so Ayurveda means, actually, Ayur means long life.
Long life.
Veda means knowledge. So Ayurveda means knowledge of long life. How to live long and healthy life.
How to live long and how to live healthy life.
Yes.
So here comes the question that as a devotee, we have the philosophy that I am not this body, I am soul, and I should just depend on Krishna, and we don't bother for long life and all. We just want to serve Krishna. So why should I bother about Ayurveda to prolong my long life and be healthy?
Very good question. That's a very common statement by devotees. But Srila Prabhupada said, first comes health, then sadhana, then seva.
Okay.
So if you're not healthy, you can't even chant. Suppose if you're sick, you're lying there, you can't even chant your rounds of Hare Krishna mantra, which we promise to chant every day, 16 mala. So you can't even chant. So you need good strength, health. And by the way, Srila Prabhupada followed it all his life.
Yeah.
He followed Ayurvedic regime all his life. In fact,
Srila Prabhupada himself was, he had this business,
pharmacy.
Pharmacy,
Yeah. And Lal Bahadur Shastri was buying medicines from him.
Wow.
Yeah. And so you can see he met him and Srila Prabhupada, and he had this pharmacy. So one time,
Prabhupada himself also used to have all this, he himself also produce these drugs, Ayurvedic medicines.
So it's so funny. One time, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, early days, he had to go to jail. And then he says, oh, Srila Prabhupada asked him, why you have to go to jail? He said, because I was implicated in some drugs. So Srila Prabhupada said, I was selling drugs. Srila Prabhupada is so funny.
Prabhupada's transcendental sense of humor is really amazing.
Yeah. So with Ayurveda, so they brought it to the West. You know, but unfortunately, let me tell you the good part first. In every spa in the foreign countries, they use Ayurveda. They import Ayurvedic doctors, therapists from South India and work in their clinics. And those clinics, they make so much money. They do all kinds of Ayurvedic services. But hardly there is the knowledge of how to maintain your health yourself.
Yeah.
Because they want to sell the products and services, right? So everywhere you will see Dhanvantri, but you know, Ayurveda, but nobody knows who is Dhanvantri and how he came about. But we, the one who are very fortunate that we know that Lord Dhanvantri is incarnation of Lord Krishna. He's a 24th incarnation of Lord Krishna. So, how did he appear? Because nobody is going to speak this in the Ayurvedic clinic or anywhere. It is our great fortune that by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, reading his Srimad Bhagavatam, which we were able to learn about this thing, right?
Yeah.
So just like, as you know, in the material world, even in the higher planets, there's always this conflict between the demons and demigods, the Devta and the demons, right?
Yes.
Sura and Asura, always fighting. So they went to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu said, churn the ocean of milk and I'll come and support you to get the nectar of immortality. So they both want nectar. So they were churning the ocean, and the replica is there. It's called a diorama in Bangkok airport. Real model of churning of the ocean in Bangkok airport.
Airport.
Yeah. So you can see that this is a historic event, and there were so many jewels that came out from the churning, right? So one of the items that came out was, of course, Lakshmi Devi, who is the goddess of fortune, which everybody loves. And then Dhanvantari came out. So he came out with this amazing pot of medicine, which is showing us how to live healthy life. So there is everything in there. In fact, in Ayurveda, thousands of years ago, they used to do surgery, plastic surgery, other surgery, herbology, gemology. In fact, every science or what do you call the section of
Section.
healing modality, it all comes from Ayurveda.
Wonderful.
Literally, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
By the way, those who are like watching us, and for those it's a new subject matter about Dhanvantari and whole churning milk ocean, we can recommend you to read 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
it's in the
Yeah,
eighth
it's the
canto.
entire story of how
Hmm.
churning was done.
Yes, and that's why Srila Prabhupada's books is so important, because there's everything in
Everything
there,
is there.
right? So next time anybody goes to Ayurvedic clinic, they can share this information that actually Dhanvantari is incarnation of Krishna. So we were saying that in the West, one should start talking about the beginning of Lord Dhanvantari.
Dhanvantari.
So one can relate to it better, that everything is a person, and Lord Dhanvantari comes from the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is a person, and that way we can relate in a better way. You can actually worship Dhanvantari
Yeah.
and pray to him even.
It's like
You know?
everyone is interested in milk, drinking milk, but nobody is interested in cows.
Yeah.
How the milk come from? Does the milk come from the packet, from the super shop?
Right. So, like I said, I'm very thankful to Dr. Froley and Vasant Lad and also Dr. Swabodha, who brought Ayurveda in the West. So I used to study that, and then my own Ayurvedic doctor who was helping me, Dr. Sananda, right? So through him, I was able to write a book called Vata Balancing. We'll talk about that next time.
Mataji has an amazing book on Vata balancing. How do you do it? And it's really practical. Today our topic is introduction to Ayurveda, just a basic brief about that. From next topic, for next session, we will directly jump into remedies and practical steps. So that will ignite interest in you also, definitely, that what to do, what not to do. Specifically, winter is approaching, already started in many places. So what to do in winter, what to eat, what not to eat, how do you cure yourself in winter, how do you protect. So one thing, as I would like to add here, we know that the two aspects of Ayurveda is, one is prevention, another is cure. So
yeah, Ayurveda focuses more on prevention.
One, I remember one doctor was telling me, Ayurveda doctor was telling me that generally people have the idea is that when you are sick, then you visit doctor. But in Ayurveda, no. When you are fit and fine, when you are not diseased, that time you should visit doctor, Ayurveda doctor, and doctor will check you, try to balance your kapha, vata, pitta, and doctor will suggest you what to do, what not to do, give you a lifestyle. Ayurveda is more about lifestyle than medicine. Medicine is there to cure, but then more about lifestyle, so that of course prevention is better than cure.
That's
So
right.
can
But
you
it
throw some
all
light
comes,
on this?
yeah, it all comes from knowledge. So Ayurveda, let's start from beginning. Start with Purusa, who is
Purusha,
Bhagwan himself.
yeah.
From Purusa, then there is Prakriti, who is Mother Nature.
Mother Nature.
Right? So they combine, and then there are three modes. Sattva, Raja, and Tama.
Goodness, passion, ignorance.
Yeah. Right. Goodness, passion, ignorance. So they combine further to create these three doshas, right? Which is vata, pitta, and kapha. So they also have these qualities of goodness, passion, ignorance. Like kapha is calm, peaceful, lethargic, slow, lazy, but it's very calming. And when you sit near them, they have so much love and affection because they are not in a hurry. But Vata people, they're always in a rush. You can actually hear their mind even. That's how passionate they could be. Or, what do you call it? Frivolous even. Because their mind is flickering. So that's Vata people. And Pitta means fiery. You don't want to be near them. They should never go hungry, because if they're hungry, they'll become angry. Right? So their tone of voice changes, and their vibration changes. So these are three main body types, but people are actually, they have mixture of all these. There's never one complete one,
Just
right?
like we have
Hmm.
mode of goodness, passion, ignorance, and mixture.
Yes. So similarly, these doshas are also mixture, right? But sometimes when it's more, one dosha is more, then it becomes prominent.
Prominent.
Right? So that's how it started with me. I wasn't sleeping much. I was so excited about reading Srila Prabhupada's books. I would read up to late at night, get up early, go to Mangalarti, dress the deities, then household. So then my vata became imbalanced. What? So anybody using car, computer, cell phone, are you? Do you use that?
Yeah.
So they must have vata imbalance. So what to do? So that is where my doctor helped me how to balance. That's why after he helped me, I thought, okay, everybody in the world would have vata imbalance if they are not following proper
Yeah,
regime.
nowadays everybody has smartphone, everybody has all this technical whole day, like and night. It's just
Yeah. So anything to do with the movement, like too much thinking,
too much
not enough
thinking,
sleep, traveling,
traveling,
and then staying up late, all this equipment, electrons,
gadgets.
they completely create vata imbalance. So how to balance that, we're going to share with you,
Yeah.
and live a healthy life and be away from the stress of that. And then pitta, like I said, they go hungry, and that's completely wrong. They go fasting, they do Vikram yoga, which creates fire, which is completely wrong.
Yeah.
You have to do opposite. So yeah, the trick is like attracts like. So we have to avoid that. Like I can give you an example, right? Vata people, they like vata foods,
Better foods,
which is raw food, salads, but it's completely against their nature, is against their health.
health,
Why? Because it creates more vata.
ignite mood,
More.
vata, increase mood.
Yeah. But so you have to do the opposite. They need kapha fruit, like they need to have grounding food, more oily or carbohydrates. They have to relax more. And the best thing is meditation. So if they do meditation, when they do chanting or japa, they have to do it quietly, not too fast. Do it slowly. So you have to do opposite. Like a person who is more into kapha, they have to, because they are so grounded and slow and not have enough stamina, so they need to have more fiery foods like cayenne pepper, chilies, vigorous exercise, long walks, swimming. So they need more activity. So that is opposite. But among all these three, vata is the most dangerous one. So they have to take care of it immediately. Otherwise, it can create schizophrenia, mental disease. So we really need to take care of the vata dosas very quickly. That's the reason. And then, like you said, we will do remedies. So in Ayurveda, everything is available in nature.
Everything. Yeah.
So Ayurveda teaches us how to live in harmony with nature, right? And because we've stayed away from the nature, like Mother Earth and ocean or real water, or polluted our rivers, so we get imbalance. Plus, all our foods are full of chemicals because everybody wants more food, fast food, good looking food. So then it's full of chemicals. So that's where all this disease and imbalance comes. So luckily, we are so fortunate that in India we still have all these herbs, we still have this knowledge, so we can use it and we can share. But a quick one today,
Yeah.
for the viewers especially, because everything in the nature is vibration. Everything, including if you make a small om, it actually radiates the energy of om. So all these numbers have vibration.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. So anybody who has pain, just like myself, I had pain coming here before. I could not even raise my arm. So I put some numbers and my pain is gone and I'm perfectly fine now. So I can give a special
Wow.
remedy today.
Great. Yeah.
Okay. The number is 23. You write down 23 space 31 space 443 and your pain will go or decrease. 23 space 31 space 443. You try it and send us comments and see if it works. Right? So
Great.
that's my present to you today.
Gift for today. And we will give this kind of gift for all the episodes, all the things. So regularly, weekly, we will be coming for you with Ayurveda and different thing. Mataji, as you see that she is so knowledgeable in this field, different kind of remedies, how to boost immunity, and different remedies. Specifically, winter is approaching, already started. So what to do, what not to do in winter? How do we?
And send your questions.
Yeah.
Right?
So please send your question. Write on the comments. So we will review them and we will answer them in our upcoming sessions. Please stay with us, and you can also help us by sharing this with everyone. You can take also part in. Knowledge should be spread. Knowledge should be shared. So we are trying. We are doing the attempt to share this knowledge with all of you, and you can do the same by just click on the share button and share with your friends and relatives and other devotees that you know. So see you again next week. Stay tuned with us. Stay well, stay healthy, and stay happy in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.